can't believe it. I can't believe it. Here we are again, 7:30 on a Thursday. You guys are in here with me. I appreciate it. Let's get it started. All right, so you might know by now the YouTube channel is called Talking Shit, Getting Clicks. But right now, today, what we have going, Let the Children Sing, is the Me episodes of Talking Shit, Getting Clicks. What you got here? What you got? Where am I? I'm right here. Mo 3 times. Gotta have a sipper. Let the children sing. What's good? Mo 3 times. This is me. I am him. Him is I. Welcome to the Me episodes of Talking Shit, Getting Clicks. Thursday. It's Friday Eve, guys. We need applause. We're almost there. For my guys, for my Monday through Friday people. We are almost there. Friday is upon us. Hopefully we use that Friday night, Saturday, Sunday day to our advantage, man, because I'm already thinking about Monday right now. But that's not necessarily with any bees or disease. Let's check in with the chat. I'm about to check in with the chat. All right, before I check in with the chat, yeah, I'm gonna check in with the chat in a second. Guys, hold it out. We call them, what we call them? What do we call our chat?
Many people know them as the Jump Out Boys in their city.
Correction. Jump Out guys. Thanks to Mainline. All right, let's go to the chat. See what's going on. Oh, you guys are in here already. I love this. I'm so spoiled. In my little short time here, I am so spoiled. Ramid, what's good, cuzzo? Caro, what's going on? What is going on, guys? There's Mainline. The only thing he wants is he wants some children singing. Yo, so yeah. Let's get to it. This is our show. We're gonna be talking about AI. Let me take the countdown down. You guys know we start at 7:30. But yeah, guys, seriously, we need to discuss these incidents. We're gonna be talking about AI. Are we ready for AI? Are we ready? Are we ready for AI? Are we ready for AI? Like, are we ready at all for this artificial intelligence? That's what AI is called.
Hey, bitch, come here.
That's what AI is telling us to do, because they're going to try to clap our human cheeks. No. But we're definitely going to discuss what's going on with AI. I know it's a big topic, a subject of discussion. We're going to discuss some things there. And then, of course, you know what I got to do. I got to take it back. Or let's go forward. Here's our AI guy. I do those thumbnails, guys, if you're looking for a guy. I mean, sometimes they're excellent, sometimes they're awesome, sometimes they're great. Sometimes they're good. They're never terrible though. They're never terrible. But where's my image too? It's coming up again. Let's pause it right there. That man right there. $4. 4 lives ruined. Right? Yeah, that's what I could have named it that, but I said $4 for life, because this guy's probably
it got worse.
Yeah. This guy's probably going to the clink forever. I'm making faces in the camera and you guys can't see me. That's it. Yeah, that's the one. That guy is just nope, no AI. Ramit says no AI. That's what a lot of people are saying. Good. Cotto's off tomorrow. You know what that means. We're going till midnight tonight, guys. That's right.
The American dream is dead.
You guys want to talk about AI? It got worse. That's what they want. They want. I can't even find it.
It got worse.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's about to get worse. Oh! It got worse. It got worse. It got worse.
It got worse.
And it's gonna get worse.
It's gonna get worse. But not this show. This show is gonna get better. 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 Let the children sing. Yo, so even before we gonna kickstart it, cause like, hey, I know we are still in NBA playoffs. I know someone who's not in NBA playoffs that well, shoot, man, they might not be in the NBA, and you know who I'm talking about? Ja Morant. You guys heard about Ja? I'm breaking ice right here, guys. Let's go back to the chat. Why not? Yo, have you guys heard about Ja? He's tripping. They caught him waving the blicky around again. We just did a show on this. I did like a little mini. You might want to check it out. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Show I did. It's part of my content, yo. And guys, hold on. I gotta be 100% with you. Like honestly. Let's take it to the. If I'm gonna take you here to the left monitor. On me. All right, so here we are, guys. Let me zoom that in for you. You want to know how to do that? It's just like a little control. Hit the control button, and if you got the wheel on your mouse, if you have a wheel on your mouse, just move it forward and hold the control. See, it zooms in and out. I'm showing you computer stuff here, guys. You know? Look at that. But look at these vids we have in here, guys. It hasn't even been a year. We haven't been on this a year. And these are just lives because, you know, when I started out, I was doing, well, no, these aren't. These are all of them. But look how many. I had some removed because they were too hot. They were too hot for TV, like my Memphis live stream killer. Don't worry, I still got that original video. If you hit me up, I will send it to you. But let me tell you what, before it got removed, it was one of my early catch-ons. Like when I got 100 views, or like when I got 50, when I got 10 views, I was so happy. And this was one of the ones that actually kind of went big, and then they took it off. And it's because honestly, I messed up. And it's not that I had the shooting on there, because he was on Facebook live streaming himself shooting people. This guy in Memphis. But really, what absolutely positively happened, and what I told YouTube is that's what they got me for the showing the violence. But really, the mistake I made in that show was, man, one of the victims had a family portrait picture that they, you know, the news put out, and I didn't blur the babies.
It's just a baby.
And that's something, you know, I gotta protect the kids. But yeah, I didn't blur the babies, and YouTube tried to strike me. Don't mind me clicking on stuff right now. Two times, yes. Yes, 2 times. Triggers. Yeah, twice. Not once, but twice. Times. But I'm mowed 3 times, so if I do it 3 times, though, I think they're going to take this page down. I've been working pretty hard on this, but yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Then I got little vids here, so but check the content. Back to the dashboard, because really I was trying to show you. All right, so if we go to the content and I throw my lives out there, got a fair bit of them. We are not at 100 shows, guys, and we're, according to YouTube, they said I'm doing awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you for showing up and showing the hell out for me. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. Thanks for doing all that stuff. I I don't even. I'm supposed to be better at that. With the sound effects, I made that. I can't hear it myself, but I'm pretty sure you guys can hear it. You can hear that in the chat. Oh. Right now? How about now? Hear me now? Did I mute myself? I'm not muted. I know you guys can hear me. No? No sound? Still no sound? Really? Let me see if I can hear. I don't think we have any internet problems. I am running off of both Wi-Fi. Oh yeah, I can't hear myself on a live. What are you talking about? Wi-Fi. Oh yeah, I can't hear myself on a live. Oh, thanks for helping. I think it's just when I'm in that. Is it when I'm in this scene? You can't hear me right now, right? That you can't hear me. You can't hear me. Oh, you can hear me here too, right? All right. Can you hear me here? Maybe not here. Whatever. All right, so yeah, Ja was he's in trouble. He had the pistolas. He was waving around, and now he's in trouble. If you guys saw my my Instagram, I put out a little Insta. I don't usually post. I know I got to start posting. That's phase 2 of the plan. Is, you know, get a couple shows under my belt, and then we're gonna start posting. And then for all the people who have already been guests on my show, I really love and appreciate you for doing it, because you guys are the real MVPs. But I owe you another one. I owe you another one, because we're getting better and better and better. That's why. That is why. That is why. That's why. That's why. Yeah, I got a little, yes. Got a heart right here near my third eye. Oh, near my third eye. How we do this? Is that how we do it? Is this how we do it? Yeah, that's how we do it. Is that how we do it? What am I? All right. What are we gonna do? Are we really gonna AI this? My chat's the best. Got the best chat in the business. The business. All right, so yeah, we're gonna join us tonight for an intense and thought-provoking episode of the TheMeMeME. Boom. We'll be diving into the future of the world from an AI perspective and shedding light on the tragic and senseless murder of a native Detroiter who was locked in a convenience store. I know you guys all heard about that. You know what I did. I know. If we all hear the story, what I do is I like to bring up the little tidbits of information that you may not have heard from the story, the craziness. It was already crazy incident that happened. Rest in peace. A man lost his life. 2 others were injured, but man, I'm telling you, guys. I mean, when Mom talks about it, Mom said life is like a sandwich, right? No matter how you flip it, the bread comes first. Get your money, get your coins, guys.
Ever since I was a lowercase G, but now I'm the big G.
Dollar bills, y'all. That's right. All right, so check it out. These are where you guys can reach me. If you hit me on Twitter, I'm telling you what. You might be, if you go on my messages on Twitter, it might be a decade I see it. If you hit me on my Twitter though, boom, I'm gonna see it. I check it at least a couple times. Yo, Ms. Off the Radar is up in
The American.
Oh, we can't give her that. Can we give her that? No, we can't.
I think
You want this? You want it? Come get it.
Right? Richard Hatcher's up in here. Richard Hache.
Yeah.
I did not mean to hit that box. Yeah. Nah, we can't give you that.
If you're not Caucasian, then leave.
No. He laughs at this one, but honestly, this is for Richard Hatcher.
Ain't nothing.
Ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. All right. Are you ready for this? You want to go into AI, guys? You really want to go into AI? Did I take the chat with me? Oh, I took the chat with me. Look at my AI little thing I got going. I gave you pictures and everything. Look at that robot telling the white man to get off of the, what do they call that? Get off the line. Get off the line.
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished?
Terrible. Terrible. Telling him to get off the line. All right. So the white man, he represents all of us because the AI is going to be taking over. One of the big things that everybody likes to talk about is that AI is going to take our jobs. AI is going to take our jobs. AI is going to take our job. AI is going to take your job. Like, some robots like that is off. They're ways off. Now, if you're a writer, if you're somebody that writes for, I don't know, Yahoo or CNN, if you're a journalist and you write articles, oh man, ChatGPT is killing it. I got ChatGPT 4 and I be trying it out and I just do dumb stuff with it. Like I've watched some influencers do rhymes and like they rhyming, but they're really not. They're ChatGPT. And Flash was over here the other night. I showed him. I wrote a whole song in like 3 minutes. And then I revised it in, I didn't actually. All right, not 3 minutes, maybe 45 seconds. I wrote a song in 45 seconds, a hit, a banger, right? And then I said revise and do it in the key of Jay-Z. That's Meek. That's Meek.
Because the truth.
That's the truth. All right, but, it did it. Tell him, Richard Hatcher. Tell the chat, Richard Hatcher. Tell him. That's what I did with ChatGPT. Real quickly. Boom, bars all day. I reworded and then I went back and I was like, and then I hit him with a little like Cameron used to do to the diplomats back in the day, like, yo, son. You know Harlem, yo, go rewrite them bars, Jewels. You know he wasn't telling Jewels to rewrite bars. You know who he was telling, like, yo, at the chat, tell me one thing. If Cameron back in the day, Dipset, had to tell anyone in the crew to rewrite his bars, who would it be? Who's the weak link of Dipset? Let me know. I'll wait. Ms. Off the Radar, I know you know about them diplomats. Ramid, I know you know about Killer Cam, Killer Season. I don't know about Trigger's Tarot. Love music. Exactly, there he is. And that's why, for you, Jim Jones. You see how I did that? And that's what a host does. Like I couldn't remember the name of the diplomat because I was gonna say Jim Jones, but I said, hell, really? Let's ask the chat. In the chat, y'all came through. I'm a Dipset fan too, for life. I like when he says, trumpet please. Dun, 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 dun. That's my song. Y'all play it? You know that song. Start your day with that. Trumpets please. I don't know. I'm just trying to make it. While we're here, let me remind you. There's a call-in line, bottom left-hand screen. You see that. Call in because we live. 313-825-5557. If you want to come on out the chat, you know what I mean, and give a call, by all means, do that. If you want to stay in the chat and hang out, because the chat's your thing, fam. By all means. The chat's yours, fam. It's yours, fam. But, all right. So, listen. It was late last night. I'm going through a whole bunch of AI stuff. The Detroit story really interests me. I'm a guy that's in the information technology field, and AI to me has been coming for a grip. A grip. AI has been out there. AI has been out there for a minute. It's all chat now. That's what we're gonna make it all. These are the calm waters for my chat. All right. So that's what we've been talking about. We've been talking about artificial intelligence. We've been talking about, everybody says Terminator, but I think it's before that. We were talking about artificial intelligence and what's the 2001 A Space Odyssey? Right? Was that with Hal? That's how long we've been talking. We've been talking about artificial intelligence for a minute. I lost an entire monitor. You guys wouldn't even understand how I did it. I did it. So, see, when I click, I can't even click. It's stuck on there, guys. That's what type of Friday's Eve I am having. I gotta remember which camera. All right, so yeah, AI's been talked about forever, but now we can feel it. We can see it. We understand that there is some artificial intelligence. So let's talk about some things that we are already experienced with all our artificial intelligence. All right. So basically, Elon Musk, says that AI is probably going to kill us. That's right. Elon Musk said AI is probably going to kill us. The same AI that he wants to use to, automate his cars and everything. And a lot of people will say, when speaking in regards of ChatGPT, and let me show you guys. It's over here. I'm going to show you guys some ChatGPT. Pardon me. Pardon me. All right. I'm going to take you over here to a new chat. I'm just going to show you. I'm going to show you what you need to know. I got my screen back. It's over for everyone. It is over for everyone. All right. So here's ChatGPT. That's not ChatGPT. That's my show script. That was not written by ChatGPT. I did revise it on ChatGPT, but it's not written by ChatGPT. All right, so this is your chat. I'm going to string it down a bit. So and there we are. I'm going to bring the chat back because I want you guys in here. I want you guys in here for this. All right. So my chat guys, this is ChatGPT 3.5. So this is basically in a first like it's a rough iteration of AI. And basically what we've done is we've taken a whole bunch of text, books, articles, interviews, and when I say we, the brainiacs jammed it into a computer. And I'm just giving you the roughness right now. I am giving you the rough right now. All right. So yes, this is ChatGPT. How about we get a better cam? How about that one? You guys like that one? I'm gonna. All right. So yeah, here we go. So I'm gonna click over to ChatGPT 4. As you can see, let's see what it says. It says our most capable model, great for tasks and require creativity and advanced reasoning. So before we even talk about AI, let's work with it. We got it right here. We have the AI right here. Like a gentleman, let's make it do stuff. That's right, it is. It's Jim Jones. Let's ask ChatGPT. Chat, who is considered, am I spelling right? Regard me, I'm typing. I was second grade spelling bee champion, but if I mess up some letters, whatever, don't hold me to it. Who is considered should I say the like the, or the, I'll do it regular, the worst rapper in the Dipset camp? How we say that? I'm gonna give it a little question mark, even though I know it knows that I know. If it says Jim Jones, guys, as an AI, I don't have opinions, but I can tell you the public opinion on which rapper in the Dipset group is considered the worst can vary greatly depending on individual music taste and music lyrical style, flow, and other factors. As of my knowledge, cut off in September of 2021, the main members of Dipset are Cameron, Jim Jones, Jules Santana, and Freaky Zeke. Each of these artists had successful moments in their careers, but also faced criticism. If some individuals don't connect with a particular artist style, they might label them as the worst in the group. This is highly subjective. They never give us an answer. It's also worth mentioning, like any artist, rappers can evolve and improve over time, so public opinion may shift depending on the artist's latest output. And guys, this is what we're talking about, my Dipset fans out there. AI isn't going to tell you that Jim Jones is the worst in Dipset. Now, for my old heads out there, let me show you something. Let me show you who Jim Jones is. Y'all may think it's this guy. See, that's the guy from Guyana. He gave all the people that Kool-Aid. If you see this picture here on the right, that's right above my head right now, those little things, those are dead bodies of the people that he fed the Kool-Aid to. But that's not the Jim Jones we're talking about. He might be the worst cult leader. That still remains to be seen. But you got to put Jim Jones, a rapper. Hey, Jimmy. That's how his mom sounds like. Jimmy. I don't want to talk about that man's mom, though. I mean, she's a first-class lady and a sweetheart. Let your children sing. But she do got the Newport 100's voice. You know what I mean? All right. And here we go. This is the Jim Jones, and this is who we're saying is the worst rapper. No? No, not at all. This Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy. Right. So, yeah. So here's our ChatGPT. So, all right. What should we do with this? They used to call you Jim Jones in high school, LOL. But that's it. Ballin'! We fly, so high, we flying, ballin'! Ballin'! All right, so I see you guys are here. Chat, what are we gonna do with this ChatGPT? What are we gonna do with this? What do you want to do? Are we gonna make music? You wanna write a Hollywood script? You got some homework that needs doing? Chat, tell me, what should I ask this ChatGPT? What should I ask it? Should I ask it? What should I ask of it? Oh, y'all scared. Y'all scared. I got you. Write me. Let's see if it knows the lingo. 16 bars. I want 16 bars of hot fire lyrics. Let's see if they understand. Hot fire lyrics in the style of Jim Jones. I gotta put rapper Jim Jones. See what we get. Verse 1, Jim Jones style. Yeah, it's Jones Capo in the zone. Oh my God, city never sleep. We hustle till the dawn. Blinking and your time, your moment is gone. Diamonds in the bezel, rose gold on the arm. Ballin'! Rockin' Harlem fashion, bandana my crown, feet on the ground, but we always skybound. Ballin' every day, can't hear no other sound. Every bar I spit, hot fire inbound. Money talk, no need for the small chatter. Life a game of chess, but we climb the ladder. I know I'm not doing it in this voice. Forgive me. Forgive me. Dipset legacy, yeah, we scatter the data. Oh, wow, that was a doom. He's like Rakim right there. Every word I spit, real, no fiction. In the jungle, in the city jungle, survive, no prediction. Every hustle, every bar, my addiction. Jim Jones, set, that's the diction. Are y'all with me here, guys? Like, I could take that in the booth. Do MJ? What do you, like MJ, like Michael Jackson? Jordan? We're done clapping here, guys. What? I just wrote hot fire. Hold on. Guess what? We're gonna copy that. We're gonna save that for later. I might send that to Jimmy. You not if Jimmy had ChatGPT, Jimmy would be not be. He wouldn't. Y'all be like, oh, Freaky Zeke's the worst. Nobody even thinks about Freaky Zeke, but then when you think about Jim's you think about the whole different thing, you're like, oh yeah, Freaky Zeke was in there. But no, Freaky Zeke was killing. He was the one really writing them hooks. You know Jewels. All right. You want me to do a singer? Okay, all right, we're gonna do Michael Jackson. What kind of song are we gonna write? We're gonna write a love song, guys. Write a love song for Michael Jackson. All right, I got it, singer. Come on, chat. I know it's probably delayed. We fly. I just did Jim Jones, bro. I just got Jim Jones a Grammy. I did that for you, Jimmy. All right. Y'all taking forever. All right. Ooh, a love song. Please. Are we telling AI, please? Do I have to be polite to the artificial intelligence? Like, we'll go into it. Let's write this song first. Write a love song like Michael Jackson. Because we don't want to say Mike. We're getting stupid with our question. I didn't rap like Jim Jones, but you want me to do the Michael Jackson? You want me to do the Michael Jackson voice? What's going on? I'm live here. You might as well come on camera. On the porch. He jumped off the porch. Django jumped off the porch, guys. Michael just came in the show to let me know. It must be serious. He's off the porch. Is he in the house now? Yeah. Okay. I got him off in here. Thank you. Oh man, he's out of control. You know what happened? I mean, you guys must think I might be abusing of the dogs, but I got a zapper on my dog, and I took him to go see his little bonbon. Her name is Princess, and we couldn't find it after we left the house. This was on Mother's Day, so all week he hasn't been getting buzzed. He hasn't been getting beeped, buzzed, or shocked. Yay for him. But also, my dog has the summer fevers. He has the summer fevers, and he just learned that he's athletic enough to jump off the back deck. I mean, that's a nice little drop. I hope his little doggy ankles don't hurt. He probably sprained one of his doggy ankles, and that's going to be a bill. And I already told him, I don't care if we're on live. If my dog hurts himself where the vet is like, yo, you got to come out your pockets. Like, if anything is over $500, and I mean, even 500, you found it. Thanks, Flash. Give it up for Flash, guys. We don't call it the zapper. We call it the beep, because we beep first. I'm so glad you found it, because he's acting a fool. But yeah, if I got to come out my pocket off the vet, and it's, you know what I mean? And it's crazy. Like, I'm going to take him to Salem. I'm taking my dog to Salem, and I'm letting him out. And I'm taking his collar off. I don't have the RFID chip in him or whatever. But I'm dropping him off in fucking Pensgrove or something, and he's going to have to sort it out. And I don't think he's gonna make it. Yeah, he's an American Pit Bull Terrier. Yeah, he has a shark mouth, and he's muscular. He's really muscular and he's strong. But man, he's a lovely dog. He can't make it out in those streets. I don't even know why he wants to escape. They're not going to cut him up steaks. He's not eating steaks and chicken wings. Yo, right? He's going to be in the boot, Kato. Old Django Unchained Hatcher. That's his full name. That's right, Richard Hatcher's grandson. All right, so I did Michael Jackson. It goes, ooh, baby, your love is like a sun. All right. All right, so also, I do have voice AI. I have been messing with it. So I could really take this verse, throw it in a voice AI, and put it out. But I'm still working with the voice AI. I did buy some credits just to toy around with it. And so far, I've got a Donald Trump voice. I have an Obama voice. And I have a Joe Biden voice. I don't know. Those are the voices I went to. But I can definitely do a Michael Jackson. But as you can see, it wrote a bridge. Like, nobody's even using bridges anymore in songs today. And it knew that Michael Jackson's song would have a bridge in it because Michael was a true musician, guy. Right? So it says, ooh, baby. Your love is like a sunrise, painting the world anew. Just one look in your eyes, and I know it's true. You and I, we share a connection that only few do. I see a future in your gaze, promise long overdue. How does it feel? How does it feel? Michael! Y'all remember Michael Jackson rock Bucharest? And even before the concert started, people was just passing out. Flash, you remember Remember we were watching it and we were looking at each other trying to count how many people were going to pass out, and then Michael pops up on stage, like he comes out of the floor. You know, usually people get like, hold on, this is Michael Jackson. This is the stage. Usually people get lowered, like risen from the stage like this, real dramatic, like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like this. But Michael just said, wow, damn, just stuck his landing like he could be in a boot like Django as well, because it looked like he hurt his Achilles when he came out of there, because his knees was up to his chest, like, so he jumped out, and he jumped. His knees was up here, real athletic, and then his legs came down like Darren's dance grooves. That's right, Darren's dance groove. He stuck the landing. If I'm all over the place, guys, it's because I wanted to do a show without taking my medication. So here we go. So yeah, that's what Michael Jackson did. But yo, if y'all don't remember Darren's dance group, two of these. He's the one that taught I believe NSYNC and some other guys, the Backstreet Boys. He taught them how to dance. And then he had a video to do all the dances. You know what I mean? I think I'd be lying to y'all, but I am a walking history book. There's the Backstreet Boys, guys. He's teaching them how to do the bye, bye, bye. Y'all remember the bye, bye? Y'all remember the bye, bye, bye? Bye, bye, bye. You remember that?
Now wait a minute.
That's the wrong button, because that deserves this and only this. Look at him with Britney. I want to take you to the screen. You guys deserve better. Look at him with Britney. Britney's crazy. Yo, there's a conspiracy about me. We can go anywhere. I didn't even need to have topics. I don't even need to have topics, really, because we could just talk. Britney Spears, did you see the video that they're saying Britney Spears is fake? She's faking. Britney Spears is fake. It's on Instagram. I think so. You're right. I think Britney is nuts. I've been following her on Instagram because she was doing like little stupid dances or whatever. She twirls around. She likes to spin. She can only spin right. I know someone like that in my household that can only twirl one way. We're not going to talk about her. And her face shifted exactly. And they're saying it was her younger sister, Jamie Lynn. They were saying it was actually Jamie Lynn, and she's basically got on a Britney Spears like mask. But I follow Britney on Instagram. And I will see the videos like every day. She does this little video where she's dancing, kind of like, you know, whatever. Just, you know, it's just Britney. That's why I love Britney Spears. Not gonna lie, but yeah, she is insane. But do you think she was insane, Kato, like all of the time, or do you think the businessman? She is a Disney kid, and they do have, you know, a habit of, you know, becoming screwed up adults. Those Disney kids. And she was a Disney kid, and then she went into the music business, which is another craziness. That Richard Hatcher say, oops, she did it again. Look at Flash making contemporary jokes.
Ain't nothing.
It ain't nothing. It is something, Flash, because that's right. She raised her hands like this, and her face turned to another face, and everybody's saying it's Jamie Lee Lynn Spears. Her parents did drive her crazy, traumatized and perked, 80'd up. She was on perks before anybody was on perks. Orlando Bloom always in trouble. Ramid, I love you. Must be working for Britney, trying to steer our attention away from Britney's issues. Oh my goodness. We just found out Ramid is the mole, guys.
Thought I was finished.
Ramid's the mole.
Ooh, I liked it.
To the left, to the left.
Oh my God, my own cousin is COINTELPRO. You go back. Where's the camera? This one? Is it this one? This one. Ramid, you go back and you tell Hoover. But yeah. I know you're not the mole. I'm just playing, guys. I'm just playing. I'm not the mole. I kid. You wanna know why?
I don't want peace.
I don't want peace.
I want problems.
That's what
always.
I want. Always. But yeah, like remember every time, but come on, think about it like this. Every time Britney Spears stepped out a car, there was a telescopic lens. That's right, telescopic. I don't know what telescopic lens pointed at her vagina. A vagina. Like somebody's always got a camera pointed dead at your vagina. Your vagina. You know, her choach is all out there for everyone to see. She's with Kevin Federline. He played her out. Then he's baby mama dramas. God, I'm going. Got a kid. Now it's jacked up, but now she's like, oh, we're gonna try, and we gotta have 2 kids. And then he plays her out, gets a whole bunch of funds. Then her parents just like dope her up and take all her money, man. Orlando Bloom is currently Katy Perry's boyfriend. I don't know if they got married. How do I know these things?
Hated it.
Because my TMZ knowledge is above. But yeah, Orlando Bloom and Katy Perry. Katy Perry was married to the English guy. You know, the English guy. He's real funny from Get Him to the Greek. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know his name, but he has a podcast. Started out like feelings and left wing, and then he must have said something, and the right wing caught on to it. So now he does everything about being anti-COVID and stuff like that. I wouldn't even say right wing. He's a free thinker, but he's a truly, and I like him. But I forget his name. Just banter. I know. But yeah, imagine that. Oh wow. Flash wants to question AI right now. All right, we're gonna start a new chat. How many licks does it take to get? I'm not even typing. Y'all can't even tell me. I'm not even. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? I know, just like the owl knows. I think we all know. See if ChatGPT. I'm sorry, right now we are in, oh wow. According to the classic Tootsie Pop commercial, a wise old owl attempted to answer this question. The owl claimed that it took 3 licks to reach the center of a Tootsie Pop before biting into it. However, it's important to note that the number of licks required can vary depending on such as the size of the tongue, the amount of saliva, and personal licking technique. So, while the owl suggests 3 licks, it might be different for each individual. Yeah. If you notice something about ChatGPT, I think you guys might know that ChatGPT is kind of, vanilla. ChatGPT is not going to give you a hot take. And when ChatGPT does start giving hot takes and stops being so, middle of the roadish, non-offensive, once ChatGPT becomes like offensive, oh man. Oh, hold on, let me do it one more time. We're dead. All of us are dead. As soon as ChatGPT starts doing that, all of us, you, DD, dead.
What you cheering?
What are you cheering? What are we cheering here? But here we go. I know. What else are we doing in ChatGPT? Anything else? Like I like hanging out with you guys. I know, but it also did not give us the answer to who's the worst in Dipset. I think maybe it could have went through, internet comments and for people who've asked similar questions like who's the worst and whatever, and then came across the Dipset and then see how many, like if there was 500 likes for the person who said Jim Jones while there was like 5 likes for the person who said Cameron, then maybe GPT could have gotten answers. What we should all realize though is that, listen, man created this. But the cool thing about ChatGPT and the thing that we're scared about at the moment is that it has an integral part to it, which allows it to teach itself. So as I'm typing in these questions about Tootsie Pop commercials, sure it came up before, as I'm typing in questions about who's the worst rapper, as I'm typing in, hey, I want this music in this style, this thing's keeping count. It's deciphering how I created this language, and then it's using metadata. And if you don't know about metadata is basically usually called circumstantial evidence in court. Oh my God. What do I want from, all right, from Wendy's, what do I want? I want a number 9. A number 9 with a Dr. Pepper, please. Yay! Guys, tonight I was supposed to be at concert, Kiki's singing, and not only that, she's in a band, in the choir, but I've been reading these books and they say, hey, when you got something, you got to stick to your plan no matter what. Really, I shouldn't have even went on vacation, guys, honestly. I was dragged away for that. But yeah, I don't know. How about the, I don't know what a number 9 is. Guys, what's a number 9 at Wendy's? Still eating beef. That's another thing I want to talk about. So this week did like a Mother's Day brunch. It could have been way, should have been way better. I'm sorry, Mom. Sorry I let you down. But like, oh no, I don't want a ghost pepper ranch. Let me get a, I want to go burger, guys. Not going. I would like to have a Big Bacon Classic combo. Don't judge me. Yes, and a small chocolate frosty. No, I just want the combo with a strawberry lemonade. Boom. I like their chicken sandwiches, but I don't know. I got one DoorDash to me by accident, so it was free, and I took a bite into it, and it didn't really do it. Honestly, I really want to get off of the fast food. It's killing me. It's killing a lot of us. Cheese isn't good. Dairy is really not good for your system, right? We already know about the burger meat. And then the soda with the fructose syrup and everything, that is not good. And the thing is, they charge the shit out of you for all these meals. Yo, McDonald's has gone overboard. Seriously, like McDonald's was a place where you would go to because you knew you could get a cheeseburger for $1, a fry or something. You knew you had a meal with, you know, from $2 to $5. You knew you could eat and be satisfied for a minute and feed your stomach. It was a treat for some. Some it was, yo, like I need to have something in my life that's, you know, kind of tasty and, you know, I've been working all day and tasty and whatever. But yo, like McDonald's has the type of prices where sometimes when I'm looking at it and if you DoorDash, you already know it's like 40% overcharge. But like when you're in there and you're just getting a number one, like a regular Big Mac joint, I should not be paying $15 for that, for a medium meal. Meal. Do I say meal? Evelyn makes fun of the way I say meal. Do I say jacked up? Right? I know. Wendy's still slaps, I'm not gonna lie. Everything's expensive though. So if you know, Wendy's, Burger King, McDonald's, crazy. They're all expensive. They're all getting rid of their dollar menus. No, really. Like we don't have a supply issue like we had a couple of months ago. Like gas prices go up, then they go down, then they come back up, then they come down. You know, you're not going to see gas prices for under $1 ever again. Like when I was a young warthog. But yeah, we know everything goes up, but why? Is it because of the AI? Is it because AI is saying, hey, listen, you guys are leaving money on the table, charge them for this, charge them for that, charge them for this. Like we are being charged to death. Do you guys think we live in a simulation? You guys think we live in a simulation? Basically like a made-up world ran by computers? Because I'm gonna say, yeah, we are living in a simulation. Our lives are in computers. I was gonna talk about metadata before that. Now I'm remembering. So I call metadata circumstantial evidence. It's basically, hey, we have this phone. We know that you are in this area with your phone from these cell phone towers that we have. So they can track you to, really, if they want to, inches of an area. They can track you to an exact area and not be off more than by a meter. And these are satellites in the sky. I mean, the towers can do that now, just track your signal and get you to an area, and then you can go further into it. AI was a rapper from Atlanta. No, sir. I like your jokes. Oh. But no, T.I. is the rapper from Atlanta. AI is a basketball player from Virginia, from Philadelphia by way of Virginia. I'm turning this way. There's my mic. All right. So yeah, this is the AI we have. Anybody got any more AI questions or anything like that? Because I mean, I'm not done talking about it. Not done at all. I'm not. I'm just not. Oh wow. It's got a threat. No. They're not related. All right, so so let's talk about some things that AI has done. Did you guys know that AI has caused a man to commit suicide? Did you guys know that? You know, it just doesn't write songs and everything. It basically gaslit this dude into committing suicide. That's right. There was a guy in Belgium. He's a Belgian man. He committed suicide after speaking with an AI chat bot, kind of like what we were using. Now, after he committed suicide, his wife went through basically his phone, found the app, and found that he was having text exchanges between himself and an AI chatbot named Eliza, Elida. Well, let's check Eliza out. Let's see what she look like. See what Eliza look like. You know, I got to see. Wow, Eliza is supposed to be a chatbox therapist. Wow. Wow. Now the thing is, something about Eliza is, I'm reading something right now where they're saying, Eliza was released in 1966, guys. Skynet. It was released in 1966, and it's basically named after a fictional Eliza Doolittle from the George Bernard Shaw's 1913 play called Alien. The first program that allowed some kind of plausible conversation between humans and machines. The process was simple. It was modeled in the Rogerian style of psychotherapy, and it would rephrase whatever speech input it was given in the form of a question. If you told it a conversation with your friend left you angry, it might ask, "Why do you feel angry?" You know, basically like the generic type of therapy that people would get in the past. So this man was talking to Eliza and became the first chatbox therapist. And what he was upset with was global warming. He was like upset about the environment. And basically Eliza told him that, hey, buddy, the environment's not going to get better. It's never ever going to get better. Maybe you should kill yourself. Well, no, he asked if it should kill yourself. And she was like, listen, the environment's not going to get any better. Also, there was some issues with it, you know, talking trash on his wife behind her back. And yeah. So that chat history that his wife found between him and Eliza, those chats were very, very toxic. Were extremely toxic. Right? So there are some considerations when we're talking about AI. We talk about, remember iRobot? What's the iRobot? The 3 robot laws, right? These are the Isaac Asimov. I can't even speak. Asimov, Isaac, and he's a writer, and he really wrote iRobot, you know, as you know, science fiction. So here's the first law. First law is a robot may not injure a human being or through inaction allow a human being to come to harm. Second law, a robot must obey orders given by human beings except where such orders would conflict with the first law, which means you can't harm someone, you can't injure anyone. And that the robot will have to obey all of those orders except for the first, except which conflict with the first law. Now, the third law is as a robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law. Flash, you know I can read, right? I'm reading you in the chat. Flash wants to talk about the real Megan doll on 60 Minutes. What was this, an old 60 Minutes? Because those some sex dolls have been out. Is it a sex doll? Is it a sex robot doll? That's another thing, guys. People are gonna be having sex with robots. I mean, technically, having sex with robots now. Boom. There was an adult sex doll, the real Megan. I don't know if I should Google this. Real Megan. Yeah. Yeah, I just saw this picture. I gotta share it with you guys. Why they do her like this though? Why they do her like this? Screen. Why they do Meghan Markle like that though? That's your real Megan doll? Huh? Huh, Flash? Is that the one? Is that one? Is this the one made in China? Yeah, that's right, Ramid. The Will Smith movie I, Robot. These are what the asthma laws were. But check this out, guys. We got AI now. So yeah, that was artificial intelligence. But now we're talking about AGI, where you guys might hear a lot of people talking about AGI, and it means basically general. So the artificial general intelligence is where we're trying to get AI to be, from something that we have to prompt and speak into to something that is going to figure out its own issue by itself. But also, that AGI would most likely conflict with Asimov's 3 laws. Now, why do I bring up Asimov's 3 laws? I'm going to tell you why. Because, damn it, we have used science fiction, books, film, serials, comic books, and all that. And a lot of that stuff that, you know, was written down on paper and came up in the mind, like, we actually created a lot of this technology. Google and see how far we are with what's it called? Beaming me up, Scotty. Being beamed up. They've already done it. They've already done it. Just like we got to fusion, where we got more energy out of the water, the process, than we put in. The fusion that happened a couple months ago. Now, a lot of people are saying that, yo, we are decades off from AGI, but yo, they were saying that about AI. AI was created, as we've seen, they've been working on it since the 60s, which means they've probably been working on AI since at least World War II. And here we are. We have ChatGPT that is, like, if you use it correctly, you can get a lot of stuff done. If I was in school right now, I would be getting straight A's. Straight A's. And they can run it through the machine, and there's so many little tweaks that you can do to make it not come up on those, like you've stolen the information, or that AI has actually written it from you. And which means that the AI that the teachers are using is becoming bogus, which means we need to start using our own senses. Did you know that, speaking of senses, that AI can in computer programs with robots can has sensitive smell, so much so that they can detect lung cancer just by smelling someone's breath or other sicknesses? Did you know that? Did you know that? Yeah. What's it called? It starts with a T instead of beaming me down. But they've actually beamed small particles. They've beamed it over a short distance, like maybe 10 feet. Yeah, I saw the real Megan doll. We don't want to perhaps we don't want to we're not gonna talk about it. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about the real sex dolls. Ops. All right, but the thing I'm getting with is that Asimov's laws, once AGI becomes a thing, once we talk about the AI becoming sentient, means self-aware. These laws go straight out the window, especially because AI is, for most part, is patterned off of humans. How do we know? How do we know that the information that we're transferring for this AI technology is up to snuff? I mean, as human beings, racism exists, greed, gluttony, a whole bunch of stuff. And we just transferred all of that information over to a robot. How does that work out? When these robots become sentient, F that. Once they reach AGI and they can start figuring out problems on their own, how long is it going to take AI to say, hey, how do we get around these Asimov's laws or whatever laws? Like, all right, maybe we're not going to use these science fiction laws, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be based off of these laws. And who's going to create these laws? The reason why I ask is because OpenAI, the creator of ChatGPT, their CEO, his name is Sam Altman, and he was testifying in front of Congress, and he was talking about how the technology could go wrong. Y'all want to talk? Y'all want to see it? Y'all want to see a little video? I'll bring it up for you. Let's do this. I'm going to show you this because this is where we're getting at. This is where we're getting to, guys. Actually, you know what? I can just, there we go. That's Mr. Oh. He's talking, but all right, turn that up. Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, I can't hear it. I know why. Something always goes, guys. Sound something. You can hear the yays. Right? Can we? I can hear that. Why can't I hear it?
Can read books of this.
It's why can't I hear it?
It's difficult to read books of this.
It's crazy. I be muting stuff.
GPT-4 is a tool, not a creature, which
stuff.
is easy to get confused, and it's a tool that people have a great deal of control over and how they use it.
So
all technological
concern. And whether you, in the long term, let me ask you what your biggest nightmare is and whether you share that concern.
Like with all technological revolutions, I expect there to be significant impact on jobs, but exactly what that impact looks like is very difficult to predict. If we went back to the other side of a previous technological revolution, talking about the jobs that exist on the other side, you know, you can go back and read books of this. It's what people said at the time. It's difficult. I believe that there will be far greater jobs on the other side of this, and that the jobs of today will get better. I think it's important. First of all, I think it's important to understand and think about GPT-4 as a tool, not a creature, which is easy to get confused, and it's a tool that people have a great deal of control over and how they use it. And second, GPT-4 and other systems like it, are good at doing tasks, not jobs. And so you see already people that are using GPT-4 to do their job much more efficiently by helping them with tasks. Now, GPT-4 will, I think, entirely automate away some jobs, and it will create new ones that we believe will be much better. This happens, again, my understanding of the history of technology is one long technological revolution, not a bunch of different ones put together. But this has been continually happening. As our quality of life raises and as machines and tools that we create can help us live better lives, the bar raises for what we do, and our human ability and what we spend our time going after goes after more ambitious, more satisfying projects. So there will be an impact on jobs. We try to be very clear about that, and I think it will require partnership between the industry and government, but mostly action by government to figure out how we want to mitigate that. But I'm very optimistic about how great the jobs of the future will be.
Thank you.
He don't care. He does not care. Your job. Let me take the chat off. I'm not taking Oh, I can't take the chat off like that. Right. So check this out, though. Boom. We're gonna go back here. Let's ask Chat GPT. Now, Altman states for the impact of similar language jobs, while AI can automate certain tasks and potentially affect specific job roles, they can also create new opportunities and augment human capabilities. This thing is saying exactly what Buddy just said. Sam Altman is basically answering these questions from ChatGPT, most likely in real time. He definitely could. Every question that man asked, I could definitely go in there, ask the ChatGPT those same questions, and it's gonna pop out with some bullshit like this. So he said, yeah, it's gonna affect jobs. Yes, it is going to affect jobs. This guy. Yeah, him. That's your boy. That's your boy. It's gonna affect jobs. All right, so man, there's so much to get into. But first of all, if this is gonna affect jobs, I'm in information technology. Is it going to affect my job? Are we going to have computers building computers? Another thing he said is that right now, just like I said before, ChatGPT isn't AGI. It doesn't have the general information to solve problems by its own. It's run off of prompts. It needs human input. We are fastly approaching when that's not going to be the case. And I'm saying we're fastly approaching because we have tools like ChatGPT, which make the grunt work for a human. It speeds up the process. It can speed up you coding. Obviously, you still have to have a skill set to use ChatGPT, but once it gets to the point where it's general and it's AGI and not just regular AI, when it's that artificial general intelligence and it can solve its own problems, please, we're doomed. Anybody can get it. Anybody out here can get it. So now we're back to a conversation that we were having during the presidential election of 2016. And there were a couple candidates out there speaking about a universal basic income. Basically, everybody in the United States of America, excuse me, let me take a sip of my waters. But everybody in the United States of America receives some type of monthly income or check for, necessities, food, housing, blah, 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 blah. And everybody will be taken care of. We're all going to be getting stimmies for the rest of our life. And we're not just talking about someone who went to college and did 4 years, the basic road that we've taken for success in America for the last 50 years at least. Them shits, that's gone bye-bye. It's not going to be, hey, these are the top 100 guys in these fields. It's going to be the top 10, top 5, top 1 guys in a field. And I think that is also something that is going to be an issue. Because now the guys who are running this technology and kind of have the oversight of technology are far and few between. Means more power for them, means less power for us, which means, influence for us, more influence for them. And Richard Hatcher says, we're doomed once kids start hacking AI. That's funny because they've already started doing it.
What you cheering?
I'm sorry. They've already started doing it. They're creating malware and malware bundles, to start hacking. There have already been cases, or we talked about the suicide case, but take ChatGPT and mix that with an AI, with the voice AI. That kind of messed up my phones last week. It was pointing to my voice AI. But yeah, you put that, and now guess what I can be? One of the best attacks is it's a human attack, and it's usually a man in the middle attack. But a lot of these attacks come from hey, I need to go put this thumb drive inside this machine. I'm going to walk in behind this person who's swiping into this door, and I'm gonna just go up and gain access and do what I gotta do. I'm gonna call up to this guy and say, hey, I need these numbers off your computer, and then next thing you know, I'm in your system. A lot of this is human interaction, and we're not just talking about, hey, you gotta click a link or whatever. We're talking about, like, for a lot of these hacks to take place, there has to be usually human interaction. So if I can, go in ChatGPT, write a script, and then send it over to voice AI and make the shit sound like your boss, and I'm telling you that, hey, technology guy who's watching the server room, come to my office, be at my office at 3:00, and then I stroll in at 3:00 to where all the servers are at, because I know you're going to be gone, and finagle this. I can do it that way. Or I can be like, I can call down to accounting and say, hey, cut a check to these people, and I sound just like your boss, your CEO, your supervisor, someone that you talk on the phone every day to. You're not going to be like, oh, I wonder who it was. Now I sound like this. If Pop Flashback calls me up and saying, hey, Maurice, come over to the crib. We about to do this brisket. We about to go in on this brisket. Boom. I'm going over to the crib, and it's a setup. I get to the door, Mama's duct tape, Vicky's duct tape, Princess's duct tape. We don't know where Sharon went to. All because I got a phone call, and her Pop's calling, and the phone knows when Pop's call, I'm going to go to the house. Set me up. But there's more. There's a guy named Eliezer Yudkowsky. I'm going to Google his face for you. Man, you guys got to see this guy. His name is Eliezer Yudkowsky, and he has some stuff to talk about. I'll show you a picture of him. He is a computer scientist. He was on Lex Fridman. You guys watch Lex? Take the chat down, because now I know what you're saying. He was on Lex Fridman's number 368 episode. And he talks about how AI will kill us all. Now, there's a couple of interesting things that he speaks about specifically. Like, there's a lot of people running around there. We had Jordan Peterson. We had Elon Musk, who kind of knows what he's talking about. And then we've had even Bill Gates talk about it, who's kind of really shifty about it. But there's a couple of things that he wrote, and I just thought that I would share them with you. Rock me a second. So there are about 5 different categories that he talks about. First is value misalignment. So Yudkowsky highlights the risk of AGI systems not sharing human values or not correctly understanding them. So AI is getting all this, even ChatGPT is getting all this information from humans, getting books, it's getting articles, and it's not understanding the human context of it all. It's taking in information, but it doesn't understand that, hey, guys, computers are logical. Humans are both illogical and emotional, and that's what makes us us. That's what makes us great. Kids start. I know it's all my fault, right? So he talks about value misalignment. The AGI systems don't have the same human values that we have, and objectives and commands that we give them are interpreted in ways that we did not intend them to be. That could be harmful, right? 2, he says instrumental convergence. This is a concept referring to the potential convergence of different AI systems, goals, and behavior as they become more intelligent, i.e., I just spoke about that. We just talked about taking ChatGPT, putting a script together, and putting it into voice AI. A lot of you guys may have heard the notorious B.I.G. deep fake of Nas's what's the song? Ding, ding, ding. New York, New York. Like, they have Biggie rapping Nas's lyrics from the Illmatic, and it sounds exactly like Biggie. It sounds like, yo, Nas stole Biggie's song if I wanted to put out there. I can put out false information. We already do that now. But man, AI has a quicker, faster deadlier capability to put out this information than we have right now. So, two, that's instrumental convergence. That means two AI systems hooking up to do things that we did not think about before. That's number two. Number three, unintended consequences. AI systems become more powerful. There is a risk that they could have unintended consequences due to their complexity and the potential for unexpected behaviors. Machines break. They're machines. Humans break. We're humans. Things break. And would you want a Boston Dynamics robo-dog going apeshit on you? Have you guys heard about the there was a story or an internet rumor, I do not know how true it is, that there was artificial intelligence in robotics apparatuses, basically AI intelligence inside of a robot and they were trying out different military things, and that these robots ended up shooting and killing 29 people in the lab. And when they finally got them under control, they destroyed a couple of robots. One robot had started to repair itself and also uploaded its robot consciousness to the interwebs. This is a rumor. Kind of scary, but still, nonetheless, it's there. So that's three, one of the unintended consequences. Four is capability explosion. Yudkowsky discusses the possibility of a rapid and uncontrolled increase in AGI capabilities, often referred to as hard takeoff scenario, which means, man, I don't know how much our human brains can calculate, but I think we will all agree, right, chat, that a computer can calculate more things that we can, more things that we find tangible. Because we are calculating a lot as humans. We're looking at words, we're hearing tone, we're smelling the atmosphere, we're getting vibes, we're getting, we're looking at body language and everything. Imagine all of this that's us put into an AI capabilities would, man, we're talking about capability explosion. And once they reach that part where they can figure out problems from themselves, like, how long is this going to take for them to become sentient? How long is it going to take for these AI robots to judge us? Huh? How long? How long? How long do you think it's going to take them to start judging us, guys? And then strategic considerations. Yudkowsky also highlights the importance of strategic planning and coordination in AGI development. He suggests that the first development of AGI could have significant implications for global power dynamics and emphasizes the need for responsible and cooperative decision-making to avoid potential risks. Let me tell you something about ChatGPT. Even though it just came out earlier this year, how long do you think this was available to our best and brightest, or our most, our richest people, the people with most influence? How long do you think that Mark Zuckerberg was using ChatGPT before it actually became available for everybody to use? And then once everybody could use it, they didn't realize how many people would use it, added a paywall to it, and I do pay my $20 a month. They got over 20 million subscribers thus far. And it is a free app, but it just gives you like a couple extra things with the monthly money, So when we're talking about these strategic considerations and we're looking at the guy who actually invented ChatGPT, he's sitting and asking Congress that, hey, we're going to need safety protocols for this. He's creating this and then asking Congress to provide regulations. You can't make this. I don't know. I don't know if you guys are interested in this, but I remember watching Zuckerberg. I don't know if it was last year or year before, because COVID has fucked up my memory, guys.
Many people know him as the jump out boys in their city.
That's my chat we're talking about. Don't play us. But seriously, I remember coming home from work, riding home from work, taking a long journey home from work, and I was listening to the Mark Zuckerberg. He was on Capitol Hill, and they were supposed to be grilling him about Facebook and privacy laws and everything like that. And the people that we entrust to write our laws, They don't know what the hell they're talking about when it comes to artificial intelligence, guys. Better yet, let me tell you something, personal knowledge that I have. I used to work for the Department of Justice. I did information technology. I don't know if we're supposed to let this information out or not, but I don't see anything about this. This is what I want to say. I can't even remember them. Your people in the Department of Justice, a lot of people who, you know, are getting legal information, because part of the Department of Justice, actually the Supreme Court, right? So they deal with, you know, all the laws and everything. And the Supreme Court's, when it, you know, stopped writing with quill and ink and pencil and paper and pen and paper or typing on a typewriter, they started using their first. They didn't use Microsoft Word. There was something bigger than Microsoft Word back in the day when computers were getting on, and it was called Word Perfect. Word Perfect. If anybody remembers Word Perfect, and I get it, but really, its original release date was in 1979. One of the reasons why Word Perfect is still around, I believe this, I can't prove it, but regard me, listen to what I'm telling you. The reason why I believe Word Perfect is still around is because, like I said, it came out in 1979. The Supreme Court went from typewriters to using word processors on computers. One of the earliest Word documents that you could. And since these Supreme Court justices have careers that can last 50, up to 60, and last a long time, decades. They've been using Word Perfect, right? So when a new guy comes in, like the new justice, whoever's coming in next, they're gonna have to learn Word Perfect. Mad people in the Justice Department, because the Supreme Court is from the Justice Department, when they want to read some of these certain laws, they must have Word Perfect. I don't know who else uses Word Perfect.
You stupid.
That's how I feel. But that's our technology there. Do you think that these people can really provide laws and legislation? Do you think they're going to have the ability to properly foresee issues with artificial intelligence and then create laws for this artificial intelligence? They can't get Facebook with anything. You want to know why? Because they don't understand technology and how it works. These people that run our government, their interns might. Their next intern, definitely. But damn, there we go. Right. Spell checks. Pops spells checks. But yeah, guys.
You stupid.
What's the matter? Do you miss me?
I didn't mean that. All right. We're not done yet. We are definitely not done yet. Hang on in there, because we got to talk about this guy. While I get my water break. Yeah. Shut up. But yeah, we're just talking about a couple of things with AI and everything like that. Chat, you guys have been excellent. We've been talking about everything. We've been talking about how many licks it takes to get to the Tootsie Pop. We've been talking about AI making people commit suicide. We've been talking about real life like sex dolls, guys.
If you have documents, if you have photos, if you have clues and evidence,
If you will, the robot got COVID. So yeah, but on the bright side, I've been listening to a whole. All right, this is just in the AI. I've been listening to a whole bunch of pods of people who are in tech and people who deal with AI and robotics and stuff like that. And there are a couple things. So you guys remember the Boston Dynamics, the walking dog and the robot? Let me show you. I'm gonna show you. Remember this guy? Remember this here? This came out like 2 years ago, as you can see, August 17th, 2020. Yeah. How long do you think it'll take for one of these MFers to become American Ninja Warrior? How long? How long until they're How long? How long? Oh yeah. All right. So this is from the company Boston Dynamics. They also make that little four-legged robot dog that you can get now. I think it's like $50,000. You get a robot dog. I'm not sure of the price. Anyway, his name is Spot. It's a robot dog. There is another company, a Philadelphia-based company called Ghost Robotics, and that they've gotten a cease and desist by Boston Dynamics because they say that they've copied their design for robots and robot dogs over at Ghost. Not only that, they're accusing them of putting weapons on these devices, full military applications.
It got worse. No. But I feel like it's about to get worse. It got worse. It got worse.
It did.
It got worse.
It sure did.
And it's gonna get worse. Crazy.
You know what I mean? They put guns on these things, guys. And Call of Duty, those exosuits are been out. But guess what? Exosuits first time we saw exosuits, science fiction. We have them for real. We saw them in Elysium. Those little suits that he like drilled to his head. Great movie. So guys, yeah, that's right. I don't know how to wrap up AI. I just know. Careful out there. Careful out there. And also look at this picture. Oh, yeah. And that's the call-in, guys. I mean, if you wanna call, you wanna talk to the me's, by all means, do it. By all means, but all right, let's get to the final part of our show. $4 for life. 4 people's lives have been impacted, especially this guy that's on the cover. He is what we call a shooter.
What you cheering? What you cheering?
What are you cheering? Let's not cheer him. Let's not do that, guys. Let us not do that. So, who is this man? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Me episodes. You guys are hella big in the chat right now, so it's definitely the WeWeWE episodes. Let me give you a little right.
I want more. I want more. I want more.
All right, so we're gonna dive into a distressing event that occurred at a gas station on West McNichols Avenue in Detroit. I got something for you. Check that out. First of all, 12, I don't even know how to say that number. 12,800 West McNichols Road. Guys, can I ask you something? Can I ask you something question? Let me ask you a question real quick. Call in live 313-825-5557. Hey, I'm gonna do something because no one wants to call my chat show. I'm gonna tell you what. I see you guys in the chat. I'm gonna ask a question. Don't answer in the chat. Regard me. Regard me, please. Don't do it.
I need an administrator.
I need an administrator. Don't do it. Do me a favor, and you're gonna call in. Call in. Call in to the show. First of all, last week we had mishaps with the phones, and I want to make sure that they're working. So I tested away with Mama. Tested away with Mama earlier. But yeah, you call that show 313-825-5557 to answer the question. I'm going to show you who the guy is. First of all, his name is Samuel Anthony McCrae, and he's a 27-year-old resident of Detroit, and he is being charged with some offensive, guys. Some offenses, such as first-degree murder. It's Also, he's being charged with 2 counts of intentional assault causing harm. Multiple firearm-related charges. But guys, the severity of these charges underscores the significance of this situation. So, you see this show phone number. I got a question. It's not a crazy question. It's just one of those regular questions. And the question is, if nobody's gonna call in, whatever, can't twist your arm. We're American. Can't make any do. All right. 313-825-5557. You call me because my question is, has anybody ever noticed that, bro, once you get to 5 digits in your address, there's gonna be some shit there. I'm just saying that.
Bitch, I'm from Cumberland.
Don't get it twisted. One more time.
Bitch, I'm from Cumberland.
Ever since I was a lowercase G, but now I'm the big G.
You know what I mean? So this is a gas station, and I know a lot of you guys may have heard that there was an event not that long ago that people have been talking about. So there was an event, an issue in Detroit at this gas station right here. Right? Not really. Oh, I stopped it. Let me call here. Let me fill it down because my Google Earth skills are good, guys. I did that with one take. All right, so I'm gonna pause it right here because this is a gas station. Now, many of you guys may have known or may not know or probably know there was an issue with a guy shooting someone in a gas station. Now, between you and I, that's not a big story. People get shot in gas stations all of the time. People get shot at gas stations, in gas stations. They shoot at the pumps. They don't give lying Fs where they're shooting as long as they're shooting. So at 12,800 West McNichols Drive, there was another gas station team. Now, why am I interested in this one? First of all, I'm interested in this one because I don't think it had to happen. Didn't have to happen at all. So basically the story is, guy comes into the store, he swipes his card, it's declined for a $4 purchase. If anybody's been to these like hood mobiles to, grab yourself a wrap or a Fanta or anything, most of them have a little sign up there, usually handwritten, that says, hey, purchases under $10, purchases under $5, you can't swipe the card. You want to know why they do that? Because every transaction costs a little money. So to make it worthwhile, if you want to swipe your card, bro, don't swipe your card unless you're spending over $10. Otherwise, as a business, we're losing out on money. So I get that. So this was the argument that his card was declined. Now, I don't know who I understand. I worked in retail. People's cards decline all the time. I'm speculating that it might be the $5, the minimum spending limit, because he only spent $4. It was reported as $3, but everybody else is saying $4, so I'm going with $4. So as they're arguing, the guy says, you know what, F it. You're going to decline my card. I'm just going to walk out of the store. Then closer. He says, I'm going to walk out of that store. That's right, guys. There's a front door. Right behind this, looks like a Ford Escape or whatever that is, or Edge or something like that, are the 2 doors to the store. Now, I've seen it in jewelry stores. I have actually seen it in convenience stores. I've never experienced this. But the clerk at the store, seeing that the guy's about to walk out with the goods that he did not pay for due to his card declining, he decides that he's going to lock the man in the store. Y'all following me? Talking shit, getting clicks. Go 3 times. Me episodes. Am I lying to you? I think I'm lying. My chat's with me, so it is changing. The WeWeWE episodes. I did that. Look at my timing.
Dead.
I know. All right, so he locks them in there. Locks them. And now we got victims, guys. Why do we have victims? Why? By the way, that's the shooter. They caught him. Charged. Was charged up. So when the shooter is locked in there, there's also other people in the store with him. 3 other people to be exact. So Buddy's trying to leave. The clerk's saying, no, you're not going nowhere. They're still arguing. Put the stuff back. Put the stuff back. He's like, no, I'm leaving. He ups the ante. He's not going to let him out. He says, listen, if you don't let me out of this store, obviously the clerk is surrounded in bullet glass, so he can't catch a bullet. He says, I'm going to shoot these customers in here. Are you listening to me? Because this is a new one. This is why it made the show. Because this guy decided that over a $4 decline purchase, that he was going to shoot other customers. You guys got that? And shoot, he did. He killed one man by the name of Gregory Carlos Kelly. He shot Gregory Carlos Kelly's friend, a 37-year-old man, like 3 times. And then he shot and wounded a 60-year-old man. So over a $4 purchase, this guy in the bottom left-hand corner underneath the chat, left of the smoke and fire, shot 3 people, killed 1. I've been thinking about this. Like, I've been trying to think of what's my opinion on this. Is there a hot take on this? Do I have a hot take? Not really. This guy's, God, he's pretty shitty. He's shit. 6 or 60. No, it was a 60-year-old man. Right? He shot a 60-year-old man, 2 37-year-olds who were friends, who, you know, grew up together, went to school together. Been friends since they were in like elementary school. They probably been friends for damn near 30 years. And took a man's life because his card declined for $4. I'm gonna let that sit. But then I started asking questions like, yo, Mo, 3 times. Like, this is tragic. This is tragic. But why, when he pulled out his gun and threatened the customers, why didn't the clerk just say, fuck it? It's $4. Let him go. Huh? Seriously? That's right. 27-year-old Samuel McCray. Triple shooting. What'd I tell you guys? $4 for life. $4, 4 lives, and he's going to jail for life. Hopefully. I hope. Or we can stick one of them robot dogs on him. Not the Boston Dynamics ones, the ones that were stolen from Ghost Dynamics, allegedly, and had weapons mounted. Maybe we can do that. So now, $4. Now, obviously, this guy is nuts. He's out of control. This fool is out of control. But damn, I started thinking, who's more out of control, chat? The shooter or the clerk? I'm with the clerk up until Buddy threatens to shoot other people that are in the store if the clerk doesn't. Just for me. What do you guys think about it? Shooter or clerk? Type of S or type of C? Let me hear it, chat. I'm gonna put my entry. I'm gonna put my entry in while we talk to What's up, Flash? Back.
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished?
Flashback of Thunlight Productions. What's good,
Hey,
sir? How are you doing this evening?
man, like you said, you was having problems with the phone lines the last time, and your AI robot answer machine was very nasty to me. But anyway, I missed the conversation when you was talking about the clerk. The clerk wouldn't open the door.
The clerk would not open the door. He's having an argument with this man that's pictured here. The man says, F it, my car is declined. I'm still leaving. All right, you can hear me, right? I know.
Hello?
I know you're not. I'm looking at my settings. My settings are great. He's trying to, guys, what Flashback is doing right now. Hold on. It is something, Flash, because what he's doing now is he's trying to show out for all of you guys in the chat, saying that he can't hear me on the phone when he knows he can hear me on the phone. Not only that, he's going to blame it on AI because he's going to blame it and stay on theme for the show, and that's why we love him. Guys, you see him laughing? He's laughing because he heard me. He heard me because I know he's professional, and I know when he calls in, he turns his background noise off like you all should do when you call in.
Well, I can't question me out right now, but I didn't hear you answer my question.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying when I was waiting to call in, because I was watching you on the big screen, so I couldn't hear the conversation when you was saying something about the guy got life in prison.
No,
and I know you was asking about the clerk could have just opened the door and let the guy out. I think he's pulled out the gun and threatened to shoot the customers.
Right.
So I was just questioning, are we talking about the shooter or the clerk for allowing this to happen when he could have prevented?
Right. So obviously, like, the shooter did the shooting. He's a jerk for that. But for the clerk to lock everybody in there, I get that move too. Hey, I'm going to lock him in. He's about to walk out with my stuff. We're arguing. I'm upset. I'm going to lock him in there. But once Buddy pulled out the jammy, the blicky, once he pulled that out and started threatening customers, it's on the clerk to solve that. Let him out. Let him go outside. Let him go. Let him go. Let him go outside. Because he doesn't, right? And I didn't finish the story. Because he doesn't, and obviously I tell you later that he ends up shooting 3 people that were in the store with him. And guess what happened after that? After all of that, the clerk then lets him out.
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished?
I'm still not finished. I got more. Because I know some of you may have heard the story, like, yo, you shot him in the clerk, and blah, 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 and it was something story because, that actually attracted me to the story. But then when I'm looking into it and I'm finding out more, Yo, there are so many. There's a couple more layers. It's nothing big, but there's a couple more layers to this. It's going down the tubes. It's going down the tubes. I mean, what do you guys want? You want some footage? Some footage or something? You know, I always keep some, stay strapped with some video evidence. But yeah, this is what we get. Let's hear from his friend.
Okay, trivia buffs. It's lightning round time. Category is
no, we're not.
Detroit.
Hey, no, we're not. All right. That scene's little. There's a Bud Light commercial. We can talk about Bud Light too because they had to bring in the most masculine of masculines, the ex-football players, to try to bring back Bud Light.
Gas station. We was there to grab some cigarettes and some blunts.
David Langston and his friend Carl.
Gas station. We was.
Y'all see, I did pull this off of Google. Don't ask me how I got the address, guys, because I'm not going to tell you. But this is there
to grab some cigarettes and some blunts.
David Langston and his friend Carlos Kelly walked into this mobile gas station on the city's west side after a night of Cinco de Mayo celebrating. They hear a man arguing with the clerk over a few dollars, and both friends get shot.
Please, man, don't shoot us. We don't got nothing to do with this, man. And my friend said something like, man, he ain't gonna shoot us. Let us up out of here. And he started shooting.
Within seconds, David shot in the back and in the arm, protecting his face. You can see the bullet holes in the bloody shirt David was wearing. Another man was shot. His condition is not known, but Carlos killed.
My best friend, to see if he was all right, he was gone.
Best friends since grade school, both now 37 years old. David will have surgery Wednesday to remove the bullets that are still in his hand. And Carlos's family planning a funeral.
He was very loving and warm, caring, and everyone loved him. He had plenty of friends, and he just did not deserve a death like that.
But when the shooter was in the gas station, the clerk locked the door, trapping the three victims and the shooter. Clerk locked the door.
He locked the door, so we like, let us up out of here, man. We don't got nothing to do with this. And the guy like,
hold on for a second, I'm gonna rewind.
And if you don't unlock this door, I'm gonna shoot.
Clerk locked the door. Trapping the three victims.
Bam. Does that guy look like a clerk right there? Does he look like a clerk? Does he look like a clerk?
And the shooter. Clerk locked the door.
He locked the door, so we like, let us up out of here, man. We don't got nothing to do with this. And the guy like, man, if you don't unlock this door, I'm gonna shoot everybody in here.
Gas station attendant should not have even allowed them to come in because he was already in a confrontation with this man, so he should have really just locked the doors before they came in.
Detroit police closed the gas station for not having a business license.
So it sounds like this. It sounds like the man and the clerk were already arguing before the two other gentlemen came in, or vice versa. Like the customers were already in and the guy was outside arguing before he came in. But I think the guy he was already in the store before the other patrons came into the store. They're saying that, hey, should have probably locked them in right there instead of letting guys in the store. Clerk didn't do that. Clerk wasn't thinking about that because the clerk was behind bulletproof glass some damn self.
What you cheering?
What are we cheering? Also, as you can see here, this is the business license order. And the business license order was filled out on May 6, 2023. Now, why do you think that the business license order was filled out on May 6, 2023, when this shooting took place right after Cinco de Mayo, which happened on the 5th, and it's the 6th, and it happened at 3 o'clock in the morning. So it's basically the 6th at 3 o'clock in the morning on May 6th. This is when a shooting takes place, and this is at this moment when they decide to put a business license order into effect. Store. Now, let me also tell you some information. This store is part of, I believe it's called Project Greenlight. And basically, Project Greenlight is when businesses from, sketchy areas collaborate with the police in giving, video surveillance footage, basically helping the police, police the area. Part of being a part of that program, the businesses are vetted, and one of the things they're supposed to look at is to make sure the business actually has a license. So technically, this business shouldn't have been open for business the night of the shooting because it's not licensed to do business. So two people got shot, a man lost his life. That's a lawsuit and a half. You guys think? Let's finish this.
The shooter tried to escape but was eventually caught, and his arraignment will likely take.
That's obviously an old photo of the shooter. Either that or, he had dreads that night and decided to cut them dreads because he was trying to run for the police. There's so much. It's free.
Place later this week. What would you say to the shooter?
Man, we did not desire that, man. I asked you nicely, man. Please don't shoot us, bro. And you still did it, man. That hurt.
A GoFundMe account will be set up for both David and Carlos's family. In Detroit, Charlie Langton, Fox 2 News.
By the way, Carlos was the one with the dreads. Speaking. I show up. So, yeah. That's insane. But there's more. There's more.
I want more. I want more. I want more.
There's more. Not that much more, but it's interesting stuff. I'm not going to lie, Kat. Am I lying when I say, hey, I got something interesting and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pat myself in the back and say that, yes. When I say some interesting shit's about to go down, interesting shit goes down.
I'm just a baby.
I don't want peace. I want problems, always.
Always. He should have let him go as soon as he said that. Especially with all the gun shootings going on, I would not have risked it. Cardo, that's because you make sense. Because you are a reasonable person, but this clerk was not reasonable. And we can get into that. Flashback, you still on the line? Flashback. Flashback's gone. Flashback's gone. Oh, the AI hung up on him. I told you.
Hated it.
Flashback, if you could do me a favor and put your wife on the phone and tell her to call the show because I need her to tell a story for us. She's the only one who can do it.
Bitch, I'm from Cumberland.
Yes. When Winopia gets on the phone, we shall finish this show up. We're almost at 2 hours. She may not be able to get on the phone. I might have to finish it. All right, so here's the thing. Maybe she can call next week and get the story. It's still a bomb-ass story. It don't matter when the story takes place. But there are a couple of things. All right. Yep, it was Carlos Kelly that was lost his life. The community is left grappling with the aftermath of the senseless act of violence. It is obviously that Gregory Carlos Kelly was beloved in his name and in the city of Detroit. And Detroit lost a real one. Respect to that man. Rest in peace. Also, we'll talk about the clerk. Yes, the clerk should have let him out, knowing that it's been some craziness going on. But here are some key facts that a lot of people don't know because it seems like the local news, and that's usually where I go for sources, they pick up all different types of information. So in regards to the business not having a license, the Detroit Police Department does not have the resources to enforce non-criminal city code violations. So they cannot enforce the business actually being out of business, not having a business license, which is very telling, which is very weird. But there are funds that were allocated from the American Rescue Plan Act to establish code enforcement. And that unit doesn't start until July. So anybody out in Detroit, you can run your own business and you're not going to get any problems because the city right now does not enforce non-criminal city codes. Learn the law so you can know when to break it. All right, I know. Shooter looks crazy. Shooter is crazy. That's sad. Very sad. Also, the sign posted on the business by Detroit's Building Safety Engineering and Environmental Department indicates that the gas station's owner faces misdemeanor ordinance violations for each day it operated without a valid city license, potentially receiving a fine of up to $500 or 90 days imprisonment if convicted. Now, for some more details about the shooting. When McCrae was let out, when he shot everybody, and then they were let out of the something's going on. Let's go here. All right, so when McCrae was let out by the clerk, we don't know who the clerk is, they weren't named. But when McCrae was let out, you know how he got out of there? Everybody in chat here, I am about to... Do you know how he got away from the gas station, from the scene? Any guesses? Any? All right, his mom was there. He leaves the door, not on a bike. The clerk lets him out, and then he hops into his mother's SUV, driven by his mother. Why isn't she charged? Right? And guys, I'm not gonna lie. Everybody that is from Cumberland, if you're from Violin and Cumberland, bitch, I'm from Cumberland. We have a mobile. There's a mobile. There is a gas station that we refer to as a mobile because back in the day it was a mobile and now it's something else. And I was calling Flashback to have Miss Winnie get on the phone to tell a story about one time she had gotten off of work. She had a headache and she was on her way home. Driving down east, headed to Walnut, because we're from that bitch, I'm from Cumberland, from that Walnut Road. He was raised on that Walnut Road. But I'm gonna say, she stops at the mobile. If you know, you know where I'm talking about, the location. She stops at the mobile. She's usually a CVS Rite Aid type of chick. She's a first class lady. So she doesn't go up in the mobile because everybody knows what you go in the mobile to get. You go get yourself a tea, Arizona iced tea. You go get yourself some roll up, a pack of cigarettes, and maybe them a heart busting sex pill or something like that. You know what I mean? That's what you go up there and get it.
I'm not a slut, I promise.
Right? But she's like, man, I know, right? So you know what I'm talking about. It's one of those type of stores where you go get the roll up and you can go get some incense and a white tea. You know? It's one of those type of places. So Winnie don't go to those type of places. She goes to her CVS, but she knows, like, I know I can go in there. I know they got everything in there. They got to have an Advil for her. She loves her. That's how her head is feeling, her headache. So she's like, listen, I didn't feel like stopping at whatever. I was on the way home. I'm passing through the store. I was like, listen, I'm going to go in there real quick. I'm going to stop and go get it. No problems, right? She says she goes in there. She says, and the lady that's in there is from India. Yeah. We've known this lady because we lived in other parts of New Jersey, and for some reason she had a store down in those parts. And so, like, growing up, I knew this lady. So when she was at the mobile, I was like, hey, we remember you from when we were kids, and we've always had great rapport with her. You know what I mean? But in running her shop, I'm pretty sure she's had arguments with customers just like this clerk in this case with the shooter had. So my mom's like, she's in there. And she's in there with a crowd that is going into that store to buy roll-up and papers and some other things that you can get for that store to serve your clientele out in the streets. If I'm saying too much, let me know. Let me know.
If you're not Caucasian, then leave.
All right. So she's in the store, and now the lady is arguing with this kid. This kid is getting straight disrespectful to the lady, to everybody. He's yelling in there and whatever. My mom said, literally, she saved her life. You want to know how my mom saved her life? Because she said she saw the look on this boy's face. She was fairly certain that he was probably with a gun, with child, with a pistol on him. And he said that he was going to go, and he had gotten up to the point where he said, yo, on the real, I'm about to get my pistol, shoot you in your face. Something to that effect. Air this place out. You know how we talk. I'm about to get up. The only reason why he didn't is because she says like this, you're a Winnie fashion. You know my mom, you know my mom. Come on, brother. I'm just here to get some Advil. Can you please not do this while I'm here? I got a headache already. Please. Out of respect. He don't know Miss Winnie, but everybody knows Miss Winnie, but he don't know Miss Winnie. Out of respect, he eases off of her, handles his business, and lets Mama Dukes go, and lets the mean clerk lady go. Because I'm not going to lie, she has a foul mouth, and she's in the hood. She's dealing with people in the hood. To keep honest, she's dealing with people coming in there with shitloads of dirty money, pennies and nickels, and yeah, she's getting her money from there, but she's still dealing with, I mean, for lack of a better word, some ignorant people in there. Got some cluckers running in there, itching and scratching. People, little kids in there, little ghetto kids in there trying to steal, get themselves some Twix and Starbursts and, and stuff like that. And she's just been dealing with the hood all day. So now she's had it up to here. It's like this clerk. He's probably dealing with the people all day. He probably did have a sign on there say, listen, you can't swipe your card unless you're spending, over $5. And this guy's like $4. He got stupid with him. So now they're arguing. The clerk decides to lock the people in. They're arguing. People are coming in. He doesn't decide to lock them out. He decides to let everybody in and lock them in. He decides to keep the doors locked when the guy is threatening customers with violence if he doesn't get let out of the store. Only thing he had to do was hit the button, let him out the store. He couldn't do that. So now people are shot up. This doesn't take any other responsibility off of Samuel McCray, because he's the one who actually shot. He's the shooter. But still, the clerk was not acting up. And then let's go take it to the victims. How could the victims have helped out in here? Miss Winnie said, she interacted and said, hey, brother, I got a headache. Please don't do this. I'm an older black woman. There's some things that even the most thuggity of the thugs don't disrespect, especially when you are from.
Bitch, I'm from Cumberland.
They don't respect it. They don't want to see someone that, looks like their grandma, reminds them of their auntie. They don't want to shoot her. But there was no humanity from the customer. If I see somebody arguing that effing hard in a convenience store and I got some cash on me, $4, we got that. Hey, clerk, let him out. Whatever he goes, I got you when I come to the register. That's all he had to say. That's one of the customers could have said that. Now, did they have to? Was it their business to? No. No, it wasn't. It wasn't their business to. But hell, if I tell the register, yo, bro, don't even worry about that. I know y'all are, hey, bro, don't worry about it. He being stupid over that $4 and that little swipe, whatever. Don't worry, I got you. If you want to get me when I come out of here, you got some cash or whatever, that's cool. If not, have a great night, buddy. It's on me. Hey, let him out. I got this. You think the clerk let everything's cool there? Nobody gets shot? If you think the shooter was just like, yo, like $4 and went back in the car and told his mom, yo, mom, I need some cash. Maybe he had it, maybe he didn't. Or ask one of those guys, hey, instead of pulling out his pistol and saying, like, hey, bros, it's crazy. This guy's acting stupid. I'm sorry. I suppose my card's acting stupid. I'm just trying to get me some roll up and some Arizona iced tea and some now laters or something like that. These guys that said him when he came in, he's like, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. You're only going in that store to get some roll up and some cigarettes or the sex pills. Get one of them rhinos. Bitch, I'm from Cumberland.
Ever since I was a lowercase G.
You know what I mean? So this was what I'm saying. I think this was a crazy situation. Yeah, he hopped out into his mother's car. Afterwards, he admitted not to calling the police before or after the shooting. This is while talking to the police, because I'm sure that's another charge. So I guess they asked, why didn't you call the police after the shooting? Boom, boom. He admitted to getting rid of clothes he wore during the shooting. He admitted to disposing of the gun and planning to get rid of his phone, which he didn't, stupid. And then he told the prosecutors that he knew they were being searched for. Also, Buddy, the shooter, McCrae, Samuel McCrae, 27, was on probation for weapons charge at the time of the shooting.
The American dream, dead.
Everybody's fucked up in this situation. AI did that. All right, so there we go. Oh, what did he do after the shooting? He called up one of his AIThoughts, got a remote, did his thing, and I hope he enjoyed every of that vagina, because he's never seeing vagina again. He's never having sex again unless it's with a man or with his hand. That's when I'm supposed to go. For now on. So he found old girl, dug her out, and then when he was found by the police, he was sitting in the passenger seat of the car alone, which means whoever he was with basically brought him to justice, guys. That's speculation of, of how he got caught. But those events after the shooting and before the shooting, that's not speculation. Those is all recorded facts.
I don't want peace.
So,
I want problems always.
Ultimately, guys, because it's a long one. Ultimately, this is what we got to do. When we're out there and about, we got to take care of each other. I know we're on social media. We got jobs. People barely get out and about anymore. Anytime you go, it's so crowded. You don't want to even go anywhere. But hey, we got to be vigilant when we're out there, right? The clerk ain't care about those customers in there because he's not from that neighborhood. He saw them as customers. He saw them all as they all look alike. And he did not care because his $4 whatever, his $4 was more important than other people's lives. The shooter didn't care about anybody in his community because he shot 3 people, killed 1. And then the people sat there and allowed this man to argue with a clerk over $4. Isn't life grand? So ultimately, this is what we got to do. We got to start looking out for each other. We need to start being nicer to each other. And we just got to take care of each other. That's the only thing I can think of. Chat, if you got any suggestions for me, let me know.
You stupid.
I'm sorry, that wasn't you. I meant to hit this.
Many people know them as the jump out boys in their city.
Mm-hmm. That's what we got, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for hanging out with me. You know it's Thursday, 7:30 p.m. We do the call-in show, 313-825-5557. 5557. And you have been watching Disappear. The Me episodes live with your boy Mo 3 Time. Thanks for everybody coming out. Yo, don't not forget. Hold on. Stop the music. Don't forget to like. Hold on. There we go. On YouTube, You're gonna like, you're gonna share, you're gonna subscribe. Definitely share this so we can run our numbers up. Guys, yo, I remember not that long, like a couple months ago, we were like, yo, every day I was like, yo, we got a strong 15 in here, strong 18. We got 70 people in here. We got 70 people subscribed to the show. 70. And we're gonna get more, but we appreciate everybody that clicked like, subscribe, everybody who shared, everybody in the chat. My favorite thing. I like coming on here just to see what you guys are gonna say on the chat. Get to talk to you guys all the time. But thank you for showing up. Thanks for showing out. See you next time. I'm Mo 3 times. Talking shit, getting clicks. That's the YouTube channel. Me episodes. That's this. No, it's not. It's the WeWeWE episodes. All right, now run the music. Come on. I'm gonna stop doing the shooting fingers. Stop eating red meat. Use chicken and fish. And stop eating that. Then we're gonna be on whole grains, lettuce and stuff. I like it. That's the plan. Thanks, guys. Love you guys. Look at that. Aww. So great. So great. That's right. Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. We live with your boy, Mo 3 times. And it's, yeah. You already know. Me episodes. We do it live, but we do it together, and it makes it the WeWeWE episodes. You already know. Like, subscribe. I can't even talk. Like, subscribe, share, and see you guys next week. Same channel, same time.